Now, one of the parts about this show is that Gypsy Rose Lee is a burlesque dancer. So how do you guys, I guess, address that on stage? Is there the same as in the movies? Does she take stuff off? Or, I mean, how do you dress that? Because I know it's less of a family movie than some of the previous shows. And
Right. Well, the great thing about this show is burlesque is not, people misconceive burlesque as stripping. And it's a very different art form. Burlesque is all about eliminating clothing, but not showing you actually anything. It's more of an art form of seduction than it is of gratuitous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not vulgar.
That's right. It's not vulgar.
That aspect, or certainly not in. I'm not. Clearly, we were not alive then to actually see it, but to do research on it and to see. It's not that there wasn't some that was vulgar, but as pertaining to Gypsy, our show, or any production of it, there is no vulgarness.
No, it's not vulgar at all.
And that was what she prided herself on.
It's all done very tastefully.
That's right.
You know, this was in burlesque. You go the roots of burlesque go back to, turn of the century when a woman, if she revealed her ankle, that was considered seductive. So that's the evolution that we've taken. I think audiences are going to really enjoy what they're seeing. I think the costumes are stunning. We were just running all of Gypsy's.
Steven's amazing.
Yes, Steven is amazing. Steven Hollenbeck. This is one of his dream shows. It's so great to work on with him on one of his dream shows, right? But I think the audiences will be. They will not be offended. They will actually be dazzled. I think that's
more of the spectacle of it.
Absolutely.
And the humor and absolutely the flirtation, the seduction, the telling a joke, not an off-color joke per se.
Right.
There was a sophistication, I feel.
Absolutely.
With Gypsy. And that's how it starts, is you are a lady. Remember, you are a lady. You make them beg for more and don't give it to them. And so the art of, as opposed to what maybe if you were to go to Fort Wayne or go to wherever.
And that is not, and that is
like
not
that.
what this show is about. That's a whole different. Right. That's what it's kind of evolved into. For parents that may be questioning whether they should bring their children or not, if you are comfortable with your child going to the swimming pool, you will be comfortable with Gypsy.
That's fair.
Isn't it fair?
Yeah, I mean, and there's not. I would say as far as vulgar language.
No, there's no vulgar language. No,
there's a handful of words, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not.
It's fine.
Yeah,
you would hear it on television.
Absolutely.
Hear it on television.
well, speaking of the Gypsy Rose Lee character, I guess who is playing it, and how have you been with her? When you work with her, are you kind of harsh on her, or how do you, because how's your working relationship with? I don't know who's playing it, but
Rachel.
Rachel is playing Louise. She's fabulous. She is a University of Michigan grad. Mm-hmm. Not grad,
no.
Student. We want to age everybody to make them closer to our age because we're so old. She is truly an old soul. And
that's a great way to say it.
A great fact and a great gift to me was day one, Carrie, and Matthew Janice came in. Who's Herbie?
Who's lovely
came
as well.
in and came in off book, completely off book, and for to be her age and to come in off book, she shows a maturity beyond her years, and she prepared and was. I think the audiences are going. They will definitely fall in love with her, as they will fall in love with the rest of the cast. I think Catch Me If You Can. It's the same cast from Catch Me If You Can in different roles, right?
Well, and they're so kind and supportive.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I feel is the draw. Constantly coming back to the wheel, and we talk about it when I've been here in the past. Tone has talked about it recently as well. There is a family. This is a sorority, a fraternity, a club, if you will. And I think what has been so fabulous about this theater is not only casting really talented people that are great, they're top of the game vocally, dance-wise, acting-wise, but they have a work ethic, and they're kind and good people off stage as well as on. I think that's something that really does make the Wagon Wheel and this community I love very much, and I always say it's sort of a home away from home for both of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're so crazy talented, and they have some really fabulous features. There's a really great number that I'm sure everybody will look forward to in the second act as well.
Yes. Yes, with featuring Jen Dow, Warsaw's own.
That's
Jen
right.
Dow.
Warsaw's own Jen Dow. That's right. And I get to revisit a little stage time with her as well, and she and I have worked together multiple times, as the three of us have.
And
so
Tom
that's lovely.
Sterling, who conducts the Symphony of the Lakes, who's been our conductor forever,
Yep.
is the music director, and he's fabulous, bringing in a lot of the same people that he works with during the year, and it's a homecoming,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a celebration. I'm really enjoying myself working on this show, and I think the audiences are going to really enjoy it as well.
Well, and there's children. We have a dog. We got it all. We got a little bit of something for everyone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Okay, well, my last question is, I don't want to give away the ending, but I was reading somewhere where every production kind of ends it differently. Some a little more bleaker than other productions, and some are more optimistic. So without giving too much away of the ending, how do you end it without telling me how you end it?
I think every family has difficulties, but the way this show ends is they see their way past the difficulty, they make their way through it, and then they're able to begin anew, or I don't know.
I
What do
want
you
to be
think?
careful of the word that I use.
Right. Yeah.
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 Okay. But,
It's about. It's interesting when your parents become human.
Yeah.
And we acknowledge them for being. Oh, they're not just our parent. They're human, like I am.
And relationships are complicated, and it's amazing what you can go through with family, with friends, with whomever in your life, and that you can overcome, and that there can be forgiveness in some form. There can be forgiveness, and you can move past the past. And I think that kind of leaves it there. But because you're right, that's definitely show by show. People would choose to go with maybe a more of a bleaker, darker ending, or maybe more of a "we're all going to be fine now. Hey, on to the next." And I think
But textually, even in the text, it leads you to a place of, I think, there's forward momentum at the end of the show.
that's a great way to say it.
Right. There's forward, so it's not bleak. There is hope.
Well, with Stephen Sondheim writing the lyrics for it, you never know, because he's written some really dark shows.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Gypsy Rose Lee was really involved in the making of this musical, and I don't think that musical would have been made with her consent had it not ended on an optimistic note, and we're kind of honoring that.
That's right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, okay, this is technically the last question. So I know this is probably your only show of the year for both of you. Can we see you guys in the future? Fingers crossed.
I'd love it.
Yeah,
Of course.
for
I'd
sure.
come back here forever. I mean, like I said, I love it here. It feels home. There's so many wonderful people that are still our dear friends after all of this time from working here. And there's something special about this space. And I would hope so.
Absolutely.
I know Tone would.
Yeah,
and
I
will.
absolutely
And will.
will. Yes,
But-
I will.
Yeah,
Once again, stay tuned.
that's right.
Stay tuned. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.